and I will share it. Hello, good morning, Sarah. We are actually live. Well, you're having a
A little
yawn.
yawn?
You had a little yawn, and the video just stopped
Sorry.
right on the yawn. So that is okay. I mean,
I'm
we
actually
are
not
raw
tired.
and real. Hey,
I'm actually not tired. I just needed to get it out of me. It's just
well, do you know yawning is really just shifting your energy anyway? It's
yeah.
just a shift in energy.
There we go
Right
again.
now, just okay. So you're allowed to yawn away. So I've got quite a few friends who work with energy, and they do a lot of yawning.
Yeah.
When their energy is shifting, and yeah, so that's okay. You're allowed to yawn. That's the whole thing. There's all these
I also know
social,
a lady who uses it as a part of her energy work. So
yeah,
she uses it, really to shift that energy when she's doing work on other people. So
absolutely, yeah. So here we are. Now, I went down to the beach this morning and a nice quiet reflection, a little bit of time for myself, and just thinking, actually, in a state of gratitude that, yeah, because I was kind of tuning into relationships and thinking about the heavy duty times I've been through, on and off over many years, and how more and more these days feel like I'm more in tune with myself and more able to navigate relationships in a whole lot healthier and more holistic way. Where are you on that scale?
Where am I on that scale? I feel like I can definitely notice the shift in the way that I navigate relationships now. Once, probably about 7 years ago, I always had this thought that people actually didn't like me very much, I guess.
Oh,
And so, and I always had that worry of what I said was the wrong thing and things like that. So my relationships have changed a lot because now I actually see that now because I like myself more. I think I actually have more friends now too,
well,
and
that
more
is,
fulfilling
yeah,
relationships, and they're all fulfilling relationships.
exactly. And what kind of things did you do you think you've changed to alter that?
Probably the way that I treat myself, my self-talk.
Yes.
As I said, that I always thought that people didn't really like me, and so, but because of that, I guess it was because I didn't actually like myself all that much either. And so, growing to like myself, I think people liked who I could see how people actually did like me. It was actually just a projection that I had.
Yeah, and where do you think that came from? Gee, I'm diving deep here.
I would,
Where do
I would
these thoughts
Where do those thoughts come from? Those thoughts probably, well, I mean, honestly, I could
mm,
say I think that I've always had them, if I'm going to be honest. I would say it was always just probably from, you know, childhood. You sort of, I guess, when you're a kid, things happen to you, at school or, and that thought just gets stuck in your mind, I guess. It could also be sometimes it can be from parents,
mhm.
yeah, but and it's just that thought that we hold, and then we hold on to it so much and we don't let it go.
That's right. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's how I work with people. I work with people to tune into things like that, and then we do a little process that I call drawing a line in the sand, so that you say goodbye to your old self and hello to your new self, and welcome in new possibilities and new potential. So I just want to acknowledge we've got lovely Jean from the US. Self-talk is huge. I have the same problem. Thank you for your honesty. And we've got Julia Baldrock with us. Is it Baldrock?
Hi, Julia.
Baldock, sorry, who is commenting as well. So thanks for joining us. Yeah, so I know you and I have both gone through, and still it's a lifelong process, I think, inner transformation. It's not something we nail. We get up, we nail, we change just like that. Some things can change just like that. But to me, we still need reinforcing of our new behaviors, of our new thoughts and things like that. However, we really need to, the whole thing is, for me, it's that deep dive into who we are, where we've come from, and what has happened in our life that makes such a difference to where we're at today and where we're headed. And more we realize that our thoughts is what direct us energetically. So we really do need to be taking a dive into those and kind of thinking about, well, hang on, does this work for me? I was actually someone this morning that I sent a birthday message to a friend yesterday and said, hope you're enjoying your brilliance. And I know this person puts herself down or doesn't doesn't stand in that, that concept of, truly valuing who she is, and she's a gorgeous person. And she said, oh, look, I'm really enjoying that I'm still alive and here to celebrate this birthday, but I don't know about the brilliance.
Oh.
And, if most people, I love throwing those, thoughts out to people just to get them, hopefully to get them to think, well, am I brilliant? Maybe I am brilliant. Because more often than not, each and every one of us put ourselves down. So let's know, we've got a few more people tuning in. Do you relish in your brilliance and the power of who you are, or do you undermine that? Because I think that is one of the essence of what is happening with so many people.
I love it when you tell someone they're brilliant and they say, thank you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Rather
Own
than,
it.
yeah. Well, thank you.
So all of you who are watching right now, just tune into that sense of brilliance. Or if you're watching the replay, just contemplate brilliance, how brilliant you are. Like, most of us have survived lots of things and we pat ourselves on the back for our survival and for our ability to cope on a day-to-day level, or do we put ourselves down? I should be this, or I should be that, or I should be doing this, or whatever. And that erodes our self-confidence. And I think really we're talking about relationships here. So I know that the more and more I'm in line with my brilliance and with my who I am and what I want to portray, the more and more I'm aligning with that, new friends are coming my way, and I'm meeting more and more people like you who are genuinely on the path of inner transformation. So now we are offering people a beautiful opportunity for a weekend retreat here in Tasmania at Rocky Cape. And one of the reasons we are doing that is because we want to support other people to step into their personal power and start creating the life they want. And most of us really do need some fine tuning on our ability to create the relationships we want. We really want to be understood, but to be understood, we need to understand ourselves first.
Yes, that's a good one. Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
And thank you. And tuning in and understanding ourselves is learning how to tune into our intuition, which is, really tuning into the inner guidance from within. Now, we don't learn this at school. We don't often learn it from our parents because we're being told by our parents. My dad, love him to bits, bless his cotton socks, but he would say, yes, this is what's happening, and you'd say, why? And he'd say, because I told you so, because I said. Did you get anything like that?
I certainly did, Kay. Yep, yeah. Or it was always, oh no, you can't do that. You can't do that. So, it was always that sort of thing, Yeah.
And we discovered we needed reasons, didn't we?
Yes.
I've done some through my studies with diversity and people who are supposedly not normal. That's not right, the word. Maybe I'm talking about the autistic spectrum or people with diversity and disability. And when you are teaching in a classroom or when you are communicating with these people, you need to explain things to children rather than, right, sit down at your desk and do this work because I said so. It's more like, well, if you learn this today, you might discover that, or it's going to help you with this, or the children coming through these days, they're not quite as complacent as we were, and they're questioning things. So we've got to keep up with the times, and we've got to do that changing within so we can be effective with our communications on all levels. And the last thing about relationships is that most of us, we all need support from others. And if we don't have support from other people, that undermines our ability to feel good as well. So come along to our camp. Would you like to tell people our retreat at a beautiful place called Rocky Cape in Tasmania? And Sarah, do you want to tell us a little bit about what people will experience when they come along to our beautiful retreat?
Yes, so we're having a retreat at the end of March, Kay, and sorry, but I can't. What was it? Was it the 27th? Because I'm always getting
the 29th. No,
29th. Sorry, the 29th.
The last weekend in March.
Yeah, the last weekend in March. That's how I put it to everybody. The last weekend in March. So yeah, we'll arrive at around about 5 o'clock at night, and we'll just have a chance to meet and greet everybody. And we're going to bring the whole thing in with a nice cacao ceremony. And then, or cacao circle. I like to call them cacao circles more because that's what they are. And then the following day, we will begin with some nice breakfast, and all the food will be very nourishing. No, you won't have to cook, so that'll be the best part of it. And and then there'll be a series of workshops, and a lot of these workshops will have a focus of communication, and relationship building, and not only with others but with yourself as well. So, and it'll just instill that sense of balance within your life as well. So, and that's what the whole workshop is about. Find your balance. We'll have yoga and sound healing, and Kay's going to give us some ideas for some wonderful essential oils to use in our life so we can feel a lot more calmer and relaxed during our everyday lives. We will then the following day, we will have a sound healing and some creativity just to tie everything we've learned in. And then unfortunately we'll have to say goodbye. but during this process, I'm actually hoping that some of us will stay connected, and we can build better relationships and a bit of a community amongst us all. So we will still all stay in touch. Hopefully. We will.
And you will go home with your wonderful welcome pack. So
welcome pack.
We'll have some surprise goodies in there. We're not going to disclose too much about the welcome pack, but there will be a nice welcome pack, so you'll get to take some things home. And yes, you will hopefully stay within our circle of people who are interested in that inner transformation and becoming the masters of your destiny in life. And that starts from within. So we hope that you will find a friend to bring along. You can either camp there, or there are some nice little accommodation units that you can share, or possibly even have on your own, depending on what price range you are looking at. So we've made this an affordable retreat. But the whole thing is you're just going to come along and be part of all our beautiful self-nurturing activities that we will be undertaking in the beautiful environment of Rocky Cape, right near the National Park, not too far from the beach, and right beside a beautiful river. So
it's a great chance, if you've never been to Tassie, to come to Tassie, and
yeah,
be a part of this. Yeah.
exactly. Yes.
You could either come for the weekend, or you could come do the retreat and go on a nice little tour around Tasmania, because it is a beautiful spot, a beautiful state that we live in. So
Absolutely.
much to see.
And March is one of my favourite months of the year to explore Tasmania.
It is beautiful. March is just wonderful. We've still got a little bit of that warmth from the sun, but we've still got the nice crisp mornings, and yeah, just a wonderful time. I think you've frozen. Have you frozen, Kay? I think Kay has frozen. So we'll just wait for her to come back on. So yeah, if it's something that you think you might be interested in, why not come along? As Kay said, it's quite affordable, and we will hopefully send you away with some ideas to become a lot more balanced in your life. So I am going to leave it there. I hope you enjoy your wonderful Wednesday. Kay has left me. So take care, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow.